Back to the terminology that describes the Abyssinian highlands as the Tower Heights. The word tower simply means the highest location from which you can see across the largest possible landscape around you. There's nothing as high and nothing as big as this spot in all of the Arabian and African region. To further simplify this, the word tower originally comes from tour in Arabic. The word tower in French is tour, in Spanish it's torre, in Italian also torre, and in German it's Turm. It's clear they all come from the same word, the Arabic word tour.
Of course, this is no coincidence, because if you look in the Oxford English Dictionary, you'll find that the origin of tower is tor. It's also worth noting that there's another name for the Abyssinian highlands, that is, the water tower. This is because it is the water source of the River Nile Valley for all this region, south from Abyssinia, north and east from Sudan, and all the way to the Mediterranean. When God swears by the Tor, then he swears by the Abyssinian highlands, or the so-called water tower, the source of the water of the River Nile, referred to as al-Bahra al-Major, or the large body of water kept filled in the Quran. Yes, the River Nile is al-Bahra al-Major, or the large body of water kept filled. Let me clarify this one too. What is the meaning of al-Bahra al-Major? It means the sea that gets full until it floods, and as we know, the flood is a main characteristic of the River Nile. To summarise these meanings and connections, the River Nile originates from the Abyssinian highlands, the water tower, the Tor. Each year there is a flood season, so the soil gets fed with silt. This natural flooding phenomena is what created the first civilization in history, the Nile Valley civilization. Without the flood, there is no agriculture and no civilization. Al-Bahra al-Major, as mentioned, refers to the sea that gets full and floods, thus referring to the River Nile.
As we answered before, the word al-Bahra in Arabic and in the Quran is used to refer to both river and sea. In a nutshell, the Tor is the source of al-Bahra al-Major, or the River Nile. At this point, you might also wonder, can there be a water stream that fit the definition of al-Bahra al-Major other than the River Nile? Well, what are the odds for a location that connects all the aforementioned dots, a location that meets the specific characteristics of the Tor Sinin, the Tor, the Valley of Tor, and al-Bahra al-Major, as referred to in the Quran, other than the Abyssinian highlands?
In the Quran, also a tree springing out of Mount Sinai which produces fat and relish for those who use it for food. On the top of the Abyssinian highlands there is a belt of trees that extends to Senegal in West Africa. It's called the trees of shea butter that grows only on the equator, and their fruits contain butter that has an ivory colour. The shea butter trees only grow in Africa on their own accord without interference by humans. They're a blessing from God to the Africans. They support the people in their lives so they can use them in their nutrition, as a medicine, and to protect their bodies from the heat of the sun. The shea butter